Let me start off this video by saying I love the M107. This big, bulky piece of American machinery with a massive built-in muzzle brake making it look like a handheld cannon. Every shot accompanies a sound that pierces the sky as it announces its presence on the battlefield. A force truly unmatched by no other. But since then, Stylis has been making some slight changes to the base of the M107, and by slight changes I mean... What is this? Yeah. You see, over the years, Stylis realized that there's probably a reason most other first-person shooters on the Roblox platform didn't have the M107. It's simply too powerful. In fact, I think Diddy and Ryder said it best.
But I think that there are some weapons that just can't be added into the games without making them a neutered version of their real-life counterparts. I think they should have never added the AA-12's 20-round drum in the same way I think they should have never added the M107. Some guns are very specialized and as a result, hard to balance.
And neuter, they did. First, they tried emphasizing what the M107 was by slowing it down. That didn't work, and people were still running around with the M107 at point-blank range. Then Stylis finally put their foot down and said no by making the M107 have reverse damage ranges, basically telling all the quickscopers to piss off and use the sniper as, well, a sniper. But the quickscopers didn't go down without a fight and protested by doing what they do best, being unconventional. I say this even though in reality they didn't even need to fight back, because when this balance changed passed, Stylis must have realized that the quickscopers can and already were using reticle sights to be just as effective as before. So then Stylis said, okay fellas, we've now tried twice to make the M107 stick to its farther ranges. Third try's the charm. That day, people logged on to see something absolutely unheard of. Hard set, stat changes. See, Stylis had been observing the quickscopers and taking notes. Turns out the aces in their arsenal lie in reticle sights and extended magazines. So that morning, the quickscopers logged on, only to see that their beloved setups were now slowed down to a crawl with no way to speed it up. Finally, after months of hard work and trying to redefine the M107 for the third time, they finally did it. But while doing so, Stylis must have forgot one crucial thing. People don't exactly like when their fun gets ruined.
This piece of shit.
The consensus was very clear, and Stylis pretty much had no choice. They had to revert the changes and try again. And that leads us to today. Stylis is once again back in the balancing field and has introduced another new mechanic whose sole purpose is based around nerfing the M107 into oblivion. See, this is what EMP sliding looks like with literally any gun in the game, and this is what EMP sliding looks like with the M107. Now, for those of you who don't know how to EMP slide or don't have the M107, let me give you a little better visual example of what this actually means. Imagine that you're about to head into battle and need to choose your weapon. Your eyes hover along the gun wall and then you see it, the M107. You reach out and take it off the wall, and just as you're about to head into battle, you see Stylis members form around you, seemingly out of thin air. And then they just beat the ever-loving shit out of you. Now you're completely paralyzed and confined to a hospital bed. Luckily, the wheels are unlocked, so you can slowly push yourself around on the battlefield with the barrel of your newly chosen sniper rifle. Now, I don't think I need to be the one to tell you that this is plain simply unusable. And if Arch has taught me anything, then it's the fact that there's a lot of ways to balance a sniper's power without ruining the fun factor. This is not one of those ways. But if you thought making a whole new speed-altering mechanic exclusive to the M107 was bad, you have seen nothing. Allow me to introduce you to the new and exclusive Sweetspot mechanic. This new mechanic is similar to how the Gyrojet's damage mechanics work, but instead of being a guaranteed torso kill past a certain range, this offers a guaranteed torso kill within a certain range threshold. Now, to some extent, sure, maybe this whole threshold thing could actually work, but how big is this threshold? 150? Maybe 200 studs? 50. 50 studs. Now, excuse me if this comes off as kinda harsh, but Stylis, are you out of your goddamn mind? 50 studs! First of all, there is no consistent way to tell how far an enemy is in exact studs outside of just guessing or unreal game knowledge. So how on earth, Stylis, do you expect us to figure out the M107's effective range? Second of all, at this point, the M107 has been nerfed so hard into the ground that it fails completely at being what the other 50 BMG snipers are, crutches for newer sniper players. It's gotten to the point where there's no practical reason to use the M107 over the Hecate, as the recoil pretty much makes the semi-auto properties of the M107 next to useless. This is awful. The speed nerf I can live with, but this, absolutely not. Hey guys, sorry if things got a bit heated in the end there. Again, I love the M107, I really do, but I also understand that it's an absolute nightmare to balance. But this is not the way, and the M107 needs our help. So help boost this video by leaving a like and commenting how you think Stylis should balance the M107. And while you're at it, may as well subscribe, right? But until next time, peace.